Hey, this is Cheryl Brudigan with the Makeup Ranch at Style Santa Fe. This is a scary video because today I don't have my makeup on. I'd like to show you how to contour the perfect oval face based on your facial type. And then we'll also go into contouring the other areas of the face. So to get started, the idea is to contour the perfect oval face. So I'm going to insert into the screen a diagram, and you're going to imagine an oval around your face, and then anything that is outside of the line is going to need to be shaded with dark contouring color, and anything you need to bring out to meet the line is going to need to be done with a white color. I'm going to be using NYX contour kit today. I'm going to also be using some other products, but I'm going to focus mainly on contouring with these colors in this kit. And you're going to get the kit that is appropriate for your skin tones. Mine is medium, so this is a medium kit. There is one cool color in it that I am not going to touch because I'm a warm tone, so you need to know that in advance whether your skin tones are warm or cool. So I'm going to go with the next color for most of my contouring. So you've seen the diagram and you had a moment to think about the oval parts in your face. I'm going to put the diagram at my website so you can download it and you can get in front of the mirror with it and really study and take some notes and write down where you need to contour. I'm going to do this based on my face because that's all I have. So my face used to be a perfect oval, but as age has come upon me, it is no longer a perfect oval. It's now a little oblong, and my chin has gotten a little oblong. So that's an area that I really have to contour. So what we're going to do, we're going to outline my face to make it a perfect oval. And in order to do that, here I have a sunken spot. So we want to bring that out with a light color. With the light color. Light brings things out, dark makes things recede. Okay, so I put that in there. And now, used to, I would contour my cheek all the way back. I don't do that anymore, I can't. This is sunken just a little, and I want to bring that out with a light highlighter. Okay, so next, we've done that. Now, I want to take a dark color because I have got these little jowls and I have this elongated chin, so I want those to recede. So I'm going to take a dark color, and you can experiment with the darker ones and see which ones you like. So I'm going to just brush across my chin with the dark color. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm going to brush across this little jowl of fat there. And this one on this side. Okay. Blend it pretty good. Alright, so now we've done this and we've done this. And as far as the top, my shape is pretty good at the top, so I don't have a lot of contouring to do. If you have an elongated forehead, you're going to come in with some dark up here to shorten the forehead, and you'll just need to study your face and see what areas you need to bring in or take back. So now I'm going to move on to the cheeks, and like I said, I used to contour all the way out with the dark. I can't do that anymore, so I just take a little. This has become hollow right here and right here as age has come, so I can't go into that area with the dark, and this I have brought out with the light, so I only have this little area right here to contour, to work with. That's because of my age. It's going to vary with you, with your facial shape and your age. Okay. And so now I want to go back and get the cream, and I want to come into those little hollows. And if you're over 50, you're going to probably be starting to get these. And just come in right here like this, and go in with your light color on each side. Okay. Now I want to go up under the eyes and the yellow, I have really dark circles. If you have dark circles, you're going to want to use the yellow color, because yellow counteracts the blue. So I'm just come in and start putting the yellow underneath the eyes. Oh, that's really not the right brush. I have this contouring set of brushes, so you'll have to do what works best for you. See if you want to use brushes or your finger, or whatever, sponges. There's a lot of tools available. So after you put the yellow on, you want to get it on really well. Then I usually come back and get the cream and go on top of the yellow with the cream, so it kind of brings it back to a natural balance. There. Okay, and then you're going to contour your nose, depending on your nose shape. And I'm going to put a diagram. This is the diagram that came with the NYX kit, and it's just based on general contouring. It in no way gives you any instructions for your facial shape. So depending, if you have a wide nose, then you're going to want to darken on the sides. A really thin nose, you're going to want to widen it out with some light. My nose is pretty thin, so I'm going to take the light and I'm going to come down either side of the nose. And now we're getting into these creases and these wrinkles that are really prominent on my face. This is not enough to deal with those. I need heavier stuff. So this is a mineral powder concealer. It's from Avon. I don't know if they even make it anymore, but it's what I use, and I use a tiny lip brush because it has a little tiny hole on the top for starters, but also because I need this tiny brush. Be sure to dab off the excess to get in. And what I'm going to do is fill those lines with this, because the contouring colors just don't really work. They're not, I don't know, thick enough, I guess, to fill in these lines. So I'm going to do it with this. And I just go along and I fill them all in. You can even get wrinkle fillers. I have some. They're a little more trouble. I don't really know if they're worth it. So, and then come again down the sides of the nose. And then, just because of the wrinkles' sake, I'm going to fill some of them on the top, on my forehead, with this concealer. There. Now, the last contouring thing that I'm going to do is a little bit of the dark on the end of my nose, because it kind of has a tiny ball on it, and then I have this bump on my nose, so I always hit that really well with the dark contouring shade. So that's pretty much it as far as contouring the perfect oval face, and then your features on the side of it. So I'm just going to put on my foundation really quick, and then I'll move on to the cheeks and the eyes. I've been experimenting, but I have always used just a regular sponge in my fingers for putting on foundation, but I got this set of foundation brushes, and that's just what they're for, and there's 10 of them that do all kinds of different things. So I've been just doing the stippling, dabbing thing, and I really like that, because for one thing, you can work really fast, and you're not moving the foundation around, or the contouring around beneath the foundation like you would be with a sponge. You will get some brush marks, and that's then where your sponge can come in. So you just want to dab over really well over all the contouring that you've done, and be sure to blend. If you put dark contouring on your chin, then you need to come over it with the foundation, and you need to really blend down into the neck as best you can, and up to the hairline, and of course, and maybe just brush your eyes a little with a really light coat. Okay, so that's it with the foundation. Now I got this really fancy blending brush. I don't remember the brand, but it's like 23 bucks. I don't know. I don't like it. I've tried it. It's, you know, basically if you want to get here in this corner or in your eyes, you know, or maybe deal with these wrinkles. So I've got my foundation on. I'm just going to hit it now with a sponge just for extra blending. And oh, this is a whipped foundation, which I really like. It's kind of in between, happy medium between liquid foundation, which I have dry skin, so it's not for me. And I do use loose mineral powder foundation, but I don't use it when I'm contouring. I just use it for when I want a natural look. This is a whipped foundation, and it really works great. It gives you great coverage and just the right amount of moisture, especially if you have mature skin and it's starting to dry. So you may want to check those out. Alright, so now the blush. Okay, I already put my contour here, and so that's the same area that I'm going to stick with for a darker blush. This is kind of a cinnamon color, and I'm going to come in right on top of where I contoured and with the color, except I'm going to turn up just a little before I get back to that place that I highlighted. Alright, and then I'm going to hit that with the sponge. Now I'm going to come back in with a lighter color. This is like a peach, and now I'm going to go on top of the cheekbone with this, and you're going to come from the cheekbone up to the hairline and turn, and cheekbone and up to the hairline and turn. Okay, then I'm going to hit that with the sponge again to blend it. Oh, and also just real quick, even though it's not what this video is about, I just wanted to talk about the sparkly bronzers, because they're really popular and they're fun to wear, but they can be a little complicated for women with mature faces. So I'm going to put a little on, but I am limited by where I can contour because with the sparkly bronzer, because wrinkles start here, and the under eye area, the wrinkles start out here. So what I have to do is I have to stick to the area that doesn't have any wrinkles, because when you put the sparkly bronzer on top of the wrinkles, it just goes, ah, look at me, look at my wrinkle, especially if you get in the sunlight. So you don't want to do that, and your face is going to be different, but you need to find the place where the wrinkles aren't, okay? And that might just be right back here, you know, just a little hint of bronze back there, okay? So I can go a little farther. That's it. That's as far as I can go with the sparkling bronze. So you can use them with a mature face. Just be careful where you use them and how much you use. Okay, it's okay to, I think, to hit a little on the forehead and the top of the nose, but use the lighter shade in the compact when you do that. Alright, you shouldn't use the frosted shadows, and I agree. They jump out on the wrinkles on the lids, and again, they're screaming, look at me, look at my wrinkles. But I don't want to give up my frosted shadows. I love them. And so, although I know that with the hooded eyes, you can still use a frosted shadow in the center, but I'm not quite satisfied with that. So I'm just gonna line my eyes real quick with. I always line my eyes first, just to give the definition, to do any defining or contouring, the shaping that you want to do with your eye. It just makes it better for putting on your eyeshadow, because if you wait until after, you can't do it. So I do that really quick, and then, you know, I go over it if I want a darker look after I put the eyeshadow on. But I need it to shape my eyes. Some looks don't call for eyeshadow, but still you can line them with, don't call for eyeliner, but you can still line them with eyeshadow. Alright, so what I figured out is we can do the hooded lid contouring with the NYX contouring kit, or any similar contouring colors. You can do that underneath the frosted colors. So I'm going to do that really quick. So what you want to do for the droopy hooded eyes, like I have a wrinkle here and I have a wrinkle here, and so you can still see my lids, but they're diminishing. So you want to come in and you're going to use the dark color, just like if it was an eyeshadow, and you're going to raise your crease up above the lid. Like this is my normal crease, so I'm going above it with the darker shade, so that this is now my crease. My crease has been raised. Okay, and on the outer corner, you just make a little wing, kind of like a number 7. Just a little wing right there, and come down like that. Okay, and then you get a blending brush and go over it really well. Sorry, my nose is running. Go over it. If you want, you can even wet the brush. It really makes the color stay better, and it really makes it pop. Most of the time I wet my eyeshadow. So, doing the contouring for the hooded lids. Okay. Blend again. Okay. Now I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to get the light color that we contoured with earlier, and I'm going to go up on the brow bone and blend that in with the brown. Okay, and just hit the inner corner and the center of the eye. This makes a really pretty look just by itself. It's matted, it's natural, and it really blends well, so you just really get a nice smooth look with it. So that's pretty much the basic. I always come in with my sponge and go at an angle upward from the corner of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, so that I get any loose. I've seen the young women put tape for when they do the cat eye thing, but I've always just done it with the edge of my sponge. Okay, so that is really just a basic contouring look for the hooded eyes. Now, just real quick, so that we can continue to wear our frosted shadows, I'm just going to show you what I was talking about. That now that we've done the contouring underneath, we can come back in and take a pretty frosted color, whatever you like. I'm going to kind of go with this rusty rose color here. It's really shimmery. Alright, and now I'm going to come in on top of that, because I've done the contouring underneath. I'm not going to hit too much over this line, over the wrinkle that I'm trying to hide that I contoured, but I'm going to come in up here where we're told not to. With that dusty rose, I'm going to hit it just a little bit on those outer corners, and then blend it. Okay, and now I'm going to take the lighter shade in here, and I always wet it a little, and then I'm just going to come in the center of the eye. This is really going to make your lids look bigger and make them stand out. Pop. You know, really, you can be bold with it, you know, because this is where you want to, this is where you get to play, and this is where you really get to use the frost, is in the center of the lid. So you can really be bold and make that pop out. Okay, take your blending brush again and come in and blend that. If you're gonna wet it, you got to work really fast, because it dries really quick and it's hard to correct once you've dried it. So I need something in the inner eye. I'm feeling a little naked there, so I'm gonna take some more of this dusty rose now, and I'm gonna come back in with that. I'm only gonna go to the corner of the pupil. Okay, and it's looking a little too frosty there. I got too much, and that's the problem with the mature face. We can't overdo on the frost. So if that happens, just go back to your contour colors, get the cream shade, and now just come in and go over all of it, just to tone that frost down enough that it's still frosted, but it's not jumping out and screaming, hey, look at my wrinkles. So you got to use your frosted eyeshadow. You contoured your hooded lids beneath it, and hit it one more time on the corners with your sponge, and then real quick we'll just move on to getting that mascara on. And I'm always pretty quick with my mascara. It's never been, my eyelashes have never really been something I put a whole lot of time into. I guess it takes me longer to do my eyeshadow than anything. So I'm just gonna go with one coat because okay. Now I'll line my lips really quick. And if you want to do any contouring on your lips, you can. I don't, but you can get a white lip liner. I have some. I don't use them very often. If you do want to contour your lips, just, you know, think of the perfect lip shape, balance between the top size of the top lip, size of the bottom lip. Think of Lucy and her lips and the classic Hollywood lips. Okay, that's what they did. You know, they would come up and they would fill in down here, and until they got these really perfect full lips. This is just a kind of a basic makeup job, so I'm just going to go with a basic lip color. And now I want to blot it, and I have beauty blotters, which I use. If you would like to try some, they're available in my Ultra Femme line. And now I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of gloss. Okay, so that's pretty much it for contouring the perfect oval face and the mature face. I always check for color lines. And anyway, I hope that this has helped you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll get back with you. Please visit my website for more on makeup tips and reviews and articles. And thank you for joining me today at the Makeup Branch. Okay, now we can kind of get back to normal. This is Cheryl Brigham with Style Santa Fe at the Makeup Branch.